Morning everybody, bonjour, hello, I hope we're all well. So, just two things I want to talk about today: iPhone 10 SE and also plans for Car Diaries, which were put in place a while back, but I've just been too lazy to put them into place, or too busy. Right, so we'll start with that first then. So, Car Diaries, so I'm not sure if you know, but a few months back I created a second channel for Car Diaries called West Side Story. Do you like what I did there? So it's West's Side Story, so we're not copying the film. However, my intention was just to put these kind of daily vlog style things onto a separate channel, so I could just purely focus on having a tech channel with products on, not me wittering away into the front-facing camera of my phone in my car on the way home from work. I just wanted to separate things for the reason I'm serious about my YouTube channel. You know, although at the moment it's like a fun hobby, if you like, don't make any money from it. There's no monetization, as you probably know. But if that ever comes switch back on, any money I do make will go directly back into the channel. That's how it works. And if I get insanely rich, I'm gonna buy a big house in the Bahamas and move away for the rest of my life. Not. So yeah. So from next week I will be posting. Well, actually from tomorrow, actually, because I got one more tomorrow. I will be posting all Car Diaries on West Side Story. Now I know some people say, oh, we'll keep it on the main channel because it's about tech. That's cool, I get that. It will still be about tech. I can still talk about that on the other channel. It's just I will be doing more, you know, I've got more fun stuff planned on that, for example. I'm just thinking, if a company approaches me, which they have from time to time, to review a product, me personally, if I was to look at my channel and I saw all these Car Diaries rants and things like that, I think it would be a distraction from the other content on the channel. So it's still going to be the same sort of fun stuff. You know, some people say they enjoy it, that's cool, so I'm glad that they do. But from a outsider's perspective, if somebody's looking to maybe offer a product, a review or something, I think the portfolio looks cleaner if it's just tech products and not broken up with these Car Diaries things in the middle of it all. I just personally think it makes sense to do that. You let me know, you tell me your thoughts on that. I just think it will make more sense to just put all the Car Diaries in a vlog style channel, which is what I've done, and that was my original intention. It's just to be, because of time and things like that, it just gets uploaded on this one. You can call it lazy if you like. I'm not a lazy person, but it's just lazy in that way, and that's what I wanted to do it anyway. So that's what it's going to do. So all of the videos for Car Diaries that have already been on, they're all going to be privated. I don't want to take them down from the main channel and download them, move to the other one, because obviously you lose the views, likes and things like that, and the algorithm and the stats and stuff. So they're going to stay there, they'll just be privated. And then I'll just have a nice sort of clean sheet, if you like, of tech product reviews on the one channel, and then we'll have West Side Story for things like this, and also other nonsense that I dream up from time to time. So that's that. Let me know what you think. So next then is the iPhone story. So I've seen some reports about the new iPhone lineup, if you like. Now Evan Blass has said that there's going to be an iPhone 10 SE. He's a very reliable source, he always has been. If you don't know who Evan Blass is, he's a very prolific leaker, if you like. So he gets the inside lowdown on new products before they're about to release, renders, proper photos, spec details, etc. And he's very well regarded, and he's, you know, he's always pretty much spot on. I've never actually seen him be wrong on a lot of things, maybe one or two, but it's not him. You know, he's getting the news from someone else. So anyway, he leaked out some information yesterday about a potential iPhone 10 SE. So we're not talking about iPhone 10 SE as in small form factor, a cheaper iPhone 10, shall we say, with watered down specs. Now, my issue here is, if we're going to go for the four-pronged approach, iPhone SE, small form factor, great for small hands, great for kids, that actually makes a very good value video camera for, you know, starter YouTubers. It's got a very capable video camera, 4K, great footage, great still images as well. So it makes a great camera for that. If you're just starting out and you want to get one on contract, it's a good idea. Then you've got the classic iPhone style, which is the same regurgitated but still nice iPhone 6 style design. That's where it all started. Then we've got iPhone 10, which is kind of the luxury end of the iPhone range. But now they want to introduce something in between the classic iPhone shape and the iPhone 10. We call it the iPhone 10 SE. Now I know Viper's already made a video about this. I actually thought of this yesterday, so I'm not copying him or anything like that, just to put that out there. Just because of time differences and me being in bed when all of that was dreamed up with him, then, you know, that's how it goes. So this is not a reaction video, it's just my take on it. Like Viper, I agree. The iPhone 10 SE is a bad idea. Purely on the basis that it would just be easier for Apple to make, or I think it would be better, sorry, for Apple to make just an iPhone 10 improved over last year's and just lower the price. Get more people coming through the door, as they say. Because the iPhone 10 was very expensive. It was £1,000 investment, if you like. And it's expensive to me, but it may not be expensive to everyone else. You know, the price is all relative based on, you know, what your budget is and things like that. But it was still expensive. You know, if you wanted the best iPhone you could get, £1,000 is a lot of money. So I don't understand why they would introduce a lower tier iPhone with like watered down specs. It's just, to me, it feels like a compromise iPhone. Whereas they could just, you know, believe in their product and just release a brand new iPhone 10, all singing, all dancing, and just lower the price a bit. £850 is a bit easier to swallow than £1,000, I think. And then you could still have the same classic iPhone design, so the one that's been regurgitated from the iPhone 6. Still a lovely design, still a great looking phone, in my opinion. You know, easy to hold, nice form factor, looks cool in all those different colours. So you're still getting that option. You've then got the, you know, the bottom tier, which is the iPhone SE, which is a powerful phone in a small form factor. But I don't think introducing a third option is a good idea. It isn't. Just doesn't sit right with me, to be perfectly honest. It's, I don't know, it would, to me, it would kind of devalue the whole iPhone 10 brand thing. You know, because if you're going to have it with a Face ID, but say, oh, we're going to put an LCD screen in it, not OLED, and we're going to have a slightly inferior camera. So instead of having dual cameras, we're going to have a singular camera. I just don't think it's a good idea. Apple is not that kind of company to me. Apple is, I hate this word now, they're like an innovator, you know, the Face ID thing and the notch. Everyone's going with the notch now. It just goes to show how influential Apple are. Whether you like it or not, they're very influential. And, you know, the whole notch thing came, and all of a sudden, boom, we've got loads and loads of phones with this notch design. The only one who hasn't followed suit as far as big OEMs go is Samsung. I know Nokia are up and coming, but they, you know, I wouldn't call them a big OEM yet. They're getting there. They've still got a big hill to climb. And I'm not sure whether Samsung is going to follow suit, but it just shows how much clout and influence Apple has on the market for all of these bigger OEMs to start copying this design. Oh, and Sony, they haven't copied it either. Fill me in on the ones I've missed. So no, Apple, I don't think the iPhone 10 SE is a good idea. Just have the confidence to offer your top tier product at a slightly lower price, something that's easier, because obviously it must be cheaper to manufacture the bits now. You know, Samsung has obviously perfected that art of the display which curves back on itself underneath the display that you don't see. Or whoever's going to be making the display next, you know, I can't just assume it's going to be Samsung. However, the iPhone 10 was a great phone. Let's just take expense out of the way. It was a fantastic device, beautiful looking phone as well, so nicely designed. However, watering it down and having a cheaper version doesn't sit right with me, to be perfectly honest. So, you know, we've already gone through this, but it's just going to create a bit of a mess in the product line. Imagine logging onto their website and being met with that and thinking, oh, whoa, what's going on here? Because if they price that, let's say they price an iPhone 10 SE right, what's that going to do to the iPhone 10? You know, only the die-hard Apple fans are then going to buy one, aren't they? That's the way I look at it. If you make something that looks similar, but, you know, like I say, has an LCD instead of OLED display, then who's going to, you know, I'm not sure how that would play out. So you let me know what you think. Just too confusing to me, way too confusing. You know, the days of offering one great phone in two colours with Apple are gone now. It used to just be the iPhone 4, iPhone 4S. You can buy that in two colours, white or black. But now we've got this huge product range. And don't get me wrong, choice is good. I'm all for that. But the right choices are good, not the confusing or wrong choices. Because once that person spends, let's say, just put it out there, £700 on an iPhone 10 SE, that's a big investment to make to then think, oh, I don't like this. They've made the wrong choice. The resale value of that phone would actually probably be quite poor, because it's like the poor relation, isn't it? So, you know, offering that, you know, offer choices, but offer the right choices for people, not ones you think are the right choices. Because, you know, the iPhone 10, there's obviously a market for it because they sold lots of them and it did very well. You know, against what everyone said, oh, £1,000 is ridiculous for a phone. People still went and bought it. And let's not forget, the Galaxy Note 8 was almost as expensive. And loads of people went and bought that. I appreciate the Note is a niche device and it's got its own little fan base, but people still went and bought it. I know people who I would never think would have bought it, who bought a Note 8. So, you know, it goes to show that there's a market for that kind of phone. But I just don't think there's a market for an iPhone 10 SE. Not at all. No, don't do it, Apple. I'm driving past the house now of a good friend of mine who's a die-hard Apple fan. And I know that he would agree with me. Hi, Sean. I'm passing your house. You'll watch this later and laugh. But, yeah. So don't think I'm sort of hating on this. I just don't think it's a good idea from my perspective. I've known tech for a long time and I've seen lots of companies make the wrong decisions, and I just don't want to see a company like Apple make that decision, because they stand for a lot, and although things have changed over the years, you know, things will never stay the same for lots of companies. So, you know, just don't do it and just have done with it. SE, iPhone 9 classic sort of shape, iPhone 10, boom, you're done. So I'm almost home now, I'm literally 100 yards from home. Hope you enjoyed today's video, slightly more sedate today. And let me know what you think about anything that I said in this video today. Questions, suggestions, comments, all greatly appreciated. I will do my best to answer when I've got the time. So you all have a lovely day, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.